problem. Arkansas issue 1 is the tax extension slash increase. It is a continuation of a 0.5% tax increase on all our sales. So everything that you buy groceries, you buy, I got it right here. Let me see if I got that stupid receipt from something I just bought. I just now thought of it as an example. Anyway, bought some groceries over today, bread, peanut butter and jelly, real simple stuff. You're getting hit on a sales tax for that. You're also getting that sales tax sometimes also applies to utilities. Matter of fact, let's see if I have it here. So oftentimes it gets hit. In November, there's going to be a thing called Arkansas Issue 1, Paula, and that tax increase, they'll call it an extension. And they'll try to market it as not being a tax increase, but it is. This was an increase that was passed in, I think, 2006 or 8. It was a few years ago. And what they did is they said it was supposed to sunset in 2022. Now, always know that when folks push a tax increase and promise it to sunset, they are lying to you, because they will either A, try to find something else to spend the money on, or B, try to find an excuse to keep the tax going, and that's what they've done. And they do that with everyone. I've yet to see a sunset where they didn't find some other way to offset the tax, the ending of the tax with another tax. That's what they do. August 4th, oh yes, there's a primary. There are some primaries going on. I think there's one in Michigan, and I think and apparently there's one in Kansas. But here in Arkansas, our primary is over. We voted out some rhinos, John Cooper. We voted out some other folks, but we have a ways to go. But Arkansas Issue 1 is a tax increase. It's supposed to be for the roads, and it's to go to the worthless bureaucrats that have made Arkansas the laughingstock regarding roads. Of course, Jacksonville, you know this. It's pretty much a cone section there. I mean, there's T-shirts will say "Welcome to the city of Jacksonville." It's a jagged road with potholes in it and cones all over the place. And it's because like many other government bureaucracies, they care more about pet projects and ridiculous salaries than actually doing what they're supposed to do. Hey, Joanna. And I just mentioned John Thurston earlier. And the lawsuit against him regarding being able to vote in person. But vote down this issue and urge others to do the same. I haven't looked at all the other ballot initiatives, the ones that are actually on the ballot, but I have yet to hear of one that's really of any decency at all. But there may be one. But that was kind of the main thing I wanted to focus on. I have a YouTube video that shows, and I'll repost my comments so I can take a look at it. But it's on the lower section here of Asa Hutchinson, of a bureaucrat. It's actually Scott Bennett, the bigoted, racist piece of crap who was the director of Arkansas Department of Transportation. And by racist, I mean that he wanted to bulldoze all the black people's homes that live over in 630 so he can extend that road there. And he still has other plans that are likely to involve the destruction of mainly poor minority homes to increase interstate width. Sure, absolutely, Carrie. Have a good night and stay healthy. Good luck with the surgery if it comes up. But that's the video. The YouTube video in these comments is of the Department of Transportation bureaucrat dodging a bunch of issues and questions when he was asked about items during one of the fake town halls they have. By the way, they don't have town halls. It's a sales pitch where you get only 3 minutes to ask, and then they always get a rebuttal, and there's no counter rebuttal to it. So they're not really town halls, and now they're not even having them because of the Wuhan virus that people like him helped bring over to this country. And I mean that Asa Hutchinson, for instance, had at least three different multi-million-dollar deals with the People's Republic of China. There's I think in Jonesboro, Little Rock, there were two either clothing factories there, and then there were, of course, the paper mill down there in, I think, either Arkadelphia or I forget which. I think it was Clark County. I can't remember. It was Texarkana or Arkadelphia, somewhere in southeast Arkansas. I think we offered up $50 million to attract a Chinese business, and I say business in quotes because they don't hardly have business people over there. They're all members of the People's Republic of China. And they ended up, and of course it was already in trouble beforehand because people were suspicious of it. And then when this Wuhan virus came over, it just shut it. They canceled it. Although, a lot of other factories are open up. The early reason they canceled it is people now see it was Arkadelphia. Okay, I couldn't remember which one it was. Same difference. And of course, the local Chamber of Commerce, along with Randy Zucker, the state Chamber of Commerce, and these other globalist cowards, they cheerleaded for this, and now we're paying for it. And sadly, mom and pop stores are paying for it. I really do hope there is, when we would get a lawsuit against it includes the Asa Hutchinson law firm and some of these other chambers of commerce who already have harmed us with illegal immigration, which actually kills more people than Wuhan virus does. It does more damage to our economy than Wuhan virus does. I don't know what other places you can go to get Harvest Foods or Fred's $1 store. But of course, they probably sell the same type of stuff, so I don't know if that would help. But yeah, shame on him. Shame on a lot of the others who helped